Jay Carter.
And this is Frisch.
Welcome to the Pioneer League Sportscenter. Got the greatest cameraman, Shamel Jackson, and the greatest boss of all time, Sir Pat. We coming at you again with another PFL spring season. We have a lot of new things. We have a new look, new season, new schedule. Way more teams, and congratulations to the Brooklyn Rough Riders for winning the first PFL 1821 Collegiate Championship game at 161st Macomb Dam Park. Congratulations, fellas. And some of you guys made your way to college. Congratulations on that too. So today we're gonna kick it off with a big boom today with La Fridge.
Yes. Well, first of all, we are live from the man cave. You know, in Sir Pat's man cave. We're live here. This is where we're going to be doing a majority of our work, majority of our interviews, but where we're going to be updating you guys at. Pat also has a lot of new toys to play with us. We also got the inaugural trophy right here, where all our champions won. We also have the NFL football from pro tryouts from last Saturday. We want to thank you guys. You can check them out at profootballtryouts.com. Check them out. And we have a lot of upcoming stuff. We got the spring season coming up. We have maybe a little bit of 7-on-7 coming up in June, but we'll get into that a little later. We have we want to go over the schedule, the spring schedule for you guys. It's gonna be some fun stuff. A lot of 2013 Pioneer League taking over.
Before we get into any more PFL information, I'm going to introduce the big man, the boss, Sir Pat.
www.football-tryouts.com. One of the supporters of the Pioneer Football League. Last year they were kind enough to donate the Eli Manning helmet that was the product of our raffle tickets, which helped the league immensely. This year, in conjunction with M Advisory Sports, football-tryouts.com held a tryout in the New Jersey area for New York, New Jersey area athletes. Now, these athletes came from all up and down the East Coast. A lot of them had collegiate experience, and some of the guys are related to the Pioneer Football League. And we applaud them for such a great event. It was well run. We had representatives from Arena Football, Canadian Football League, and some overseas teams as well. And it was a really great event. So stay tuned to football-tryouts.com for more information on a tryout in your area. If you think you have what it takes to get paid to play, well, that's the place to do it. For our other pioneers, we have the collegiate programs that are working hard to get our younger players into colleges, including Friends University, which has signed 4 of the Brooklyn Rough Riders, now Brooklyn Hawks, to their program. So as you can see on our website and Friends University's website, you can follow those guys. Job well done to those guys who definitely impressed during the course of the season. Every single one of the 4 players made the all-star team and definitely did show what Pioneer football is about. So we wish those guys the best of luck this season and following what they do on the gridiron over in Kansas for Friends University. Let's go back to the guys.
Last year in our 21 under division, we were represented by the Bronx Colts. This year we have a new team called the Bronx Seahawks. Also in the younger division, we have the Bronx Giants coming up and the little kids. So last year, for teams who didn't make it or missed out, we're still taking applications. Come to the bylaw meeting March 24th. Make our rules here at the Pioneer Football League. Well, that's simple. We have owners. All the owners of teams all get together for a meeting. It's called the bylaw meeting. And this year, it'll be at March 24th. The Orients, we want to thank them for having us. It'll be March 24th, noon, on 84th Street and 2nd Avenue. And we all get together, come as one. I don't know if they do this other leagues, but we're going to come as one. We all talk, and we all discuss our bylaws and rules, what fits and what doesn't fit. So you definitely want to look out for that. If you have any questions, concerns, come by, we all talk. March 24th, 84th Street, 2nd Avenue at Dorian's.
Let's talk about the Spring Classic. 3 games at one site. 6 teams competing for a championship in the spring. All the games being played out of one location. Benefit to that, besides having a pool of resources going out of one location to keep costs down, we also have the strength of the league, our media relations. all of our publication stuff going to one site. So you're going to see interviews with players. You're going to see more of the things that set the Pioneer Football League so far ahead of everybody else last year. Ultimately, the goal of this thing is to get all 3 games every single weekend put up on Ustream and to be covered as marquee games. And that's going to drive this thing into the fall. For more information on exactly what's going on with the Pioneer League Spring Classic, I'm going to kick it over to the guys.
Well, these are 6 teams that will be participating in the Spring Classic this year. We start off with the Bronx Buccaneers.
With the Bronx Buccaneers, it was a special player that stood out last year. He went by the name of Hard Body. He had fans and cheerleaders in his. He was actually the running back of the team. They pushed real hard in that playoff game, and he was number 2. And then we have the New York Knights.
New York Knights, the only Queens team, first Queens team in the Pioneer Football League. I've been hearing a lot of buzz about them. Excited, can't wait for them to start up. Now we have the Brooklyn Bobcats.
Mama Bobcat. And then we have our Romario, number 5, explosive back. He played in the All-Star game. He actually made the first team. Congratulations on that too, young man. And now we have the Staten Island Bandits.
Oh man, Staten Island Bandits. These Warriors practice all year long. Vinny, I know they have the defensive tackle, 78. We got a tight end, number 6, Ayers, beast, all-star game performance all year round. Next up, we have the Bronx Colts.
The Bronx Colts, a team that made it to the championship game. Outstanding defense. Shamel Jackson, J.J. Carter, Blue Clifton. The offense, explosive. Greg, number 1 in running back. We had a great quarterback, Tebow. He went down maybe week 4, week 5. And the NYC Lions, a.k.a. Team Kavanaugh.
Oh man, we have they're leading up with quarterback Showtime. I know he's coming back next year. And great, excellent coaching staff. One word, Kavanaugh.
This year in the Pioneer League football, we're going to be getting a little elite. We're going to start going to practices and interviewing players and coaches one-on-one. The first place we want to make a stop to is with Sir Kavanaugh next week. And I think we have the Bucks after. And then after the Bucks, the Harlem Jets would be in PS 125, or they will be outside on 122nd and 2nd Avenue at maybe 9 o'clock in the morning.